Hello everybody, it's new Minecraft tutorial time, and today I'm showing you the best way to find ancient debris in survival mode in the new Nether update, which you'll need if you want to make netherite for your tools, like this pickaxe here. Now I'm going to try and keep it really simple. I'm guessing most of you know about how to get to the Nether already, but just in case you don't, first step, you want to make a shape like this out of obsidian. There's a corner missing there. The corner doesn't have to be missing. You also don't need to put the corners in, but basically 2 on the bottom, 3 on the sides, 2 on the top. Then take a flint and steel and just click it against the obsidian in the center here, and that'll make your nether portal. You probably know all about that. Head through and travel to the nether. This is very important. Once you get through to the nether, where most of the nether update stuff happens, you'll probably find yourself in a place like this. This is one of the new nether biomes. It's got trees and foliage and things like that. If you don't find yourself in a place like this, if you've got an old world that you've just sort of updated to the nether update, you want to actually travel a little bit further away till you find one of the new biomes that looks like this, or there's actually a different variety. If I just hop over here, there's kind of a red version too. I'm just going to head down here. So you want to make sure you're in one of the new nether biomes. It'll have the new types of pigmen, and it'll just look different to the old nether. So there's this kind of bluey-green one here, and then there's this sort of red one here. You're looking for trees, things like that. You want to make sure you're in new generation. If you're in the old nether, because you haven't made a new world, you won't be able to find any ancient debris, because there just isn't any. You also want to make sure you're kind of on the ground level here. You don't want to be on one of those floating platforms in the air. I can't quite see any through the trees here, but up there. You don't want to be in a place like this. You want to be on one of the lowest points. And then you want to turn your coordinates on, ideally. If you don't want to turn your coordinates on, it's fine. There is still a way to get there, but essentially, turn your coordinates on in your menu. And then you want to look at this middle number here that changes when you jump. That's your height. And dig. Just dig down like this. Dig a mineshaft here. You might run into lava or magma. The magma is pretty easy to dig out. If you run into lava, just do your best to dig around it. Keep blocks of netherrack handy in your toolbar to quickly block off the lava. The same as mining above ground. And then eventually you'll get to around about this level. Level 13, level 12. And then from here, finding ancient debris is basically the same as hunting for diamonds in the overworld. Now, there are 2 methods of doing this. There's one method that a lot of people are talking about, which is the TNT method, which is where you take blocks of TNT down, and you basically put a big long line of blocks of TNT with a few blocks in between, all the way down the line, and then you just set it off, and it clears a ton of space. This works if you're trying to find ancient debris, because ancient debris doesn't explode. So it'll get rid of everything around the ancient debris, but leave the ancient debris in place. That is a really terrific method if you have tons of TNT. I'm not going to show that one here because, honestly, it's very easy to do in creative. I do survival tutorials, and I think most survival players, every time they want to hunt for ancient debris, they're probably not going to have a huge amount of TNT spare. So I think this method is a little bit better. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pop a few torches here, just so we can find ourselves again. And we're going to pick a direction. I'm going to go down this direction here. We'll go this way. And you just start digging. Now, I'm going to... You can see I'm crossing over into the mine here. I'm just going to dig and strip mine here till I find some ancient debris. What I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up this footage because this does take a little bit of time. A lot of people are pushing that TNT method. That's just Blackrock, ignore that. A lot of people are pushing the TNT method as faster, but I personally think if you factor in the amount of times you've got to go hunting creepers to get that done, I don't actually think it is faster. I think it's much faster to just get strip mining. Oh, there's some! Oh, here we go! There is some. It won't normally be that fast, but that's what you need to do. Get a pick, diamond pick, that's reasonably well enchanted, and that's what you're looking for there. Now I have found it does seem to be quite a bit more common than diamonds. It's rare, sort of a level of diamonds, but not completely. I'm going to put that in my toolbar actually, so it's still in there. And then you can all accuse me of faking that, as people did on my diamonds video. Like I came in and put some down in advance. I did not, but I have discovered, generally, saying that doesn't convince people. So that's it. That's how you find ancient debris, and then you want to head back with it. I'm going to dig up just a little bit more, just to put some extra... just to do a little bit of extra hunting, just to show you. Obviously, you need gold and ancient debris to make netherite now, so you'll find gold down here. But I just want to kind of push forward in the mine a little bit more, just to see if I can find some more, just to show you that the method is essentially... just to kind of give you an idea of how long it takes, because you won't normally be... that lucky. So once you've dug for a decent direction, what you're essentially trying to do is make a big square shape that covers as much ground. So we've pushed out in this direction for a little while. We're going to pretend we didn't already find some. And then after you've gone in a straight line, just dig in a straight line for a bit. Be careful, by the way, don't go too quickly, because when you're in the nether, you're going to find lava and things like that. Let's see. We'll push a little bit forward. The nice thing about digging through the nether, of course, is that netherrack digs out so quickly. We probably won't find any more in this direction for a little bit, because we already found some. So then what you do... let's just look back. Yeah, it's a fairly lengthy stretch there. What we're going to do now is just go across. We'll go from here. Oh, hey, I found some more! See, it's people said it's about as rare as diamonds. I think it's more common than diamonds. This is why I don't think the TNT method actually saves you that much time. Oh, and there we go, we've let some lava out. If that happens, just keep your netherrack to hand, so you can quickly just block it off. And then what we'll do, because we've got to go back that way anyway, and you might not have found some in this space, when you want to go back the way you came, go over 2 blocks and start digging there, because then you've been able to see all these blocks here, and then you'll expose all these at the side. It's just the most efficient way. If you went just 1 block across, on the left side, you'd be seeing a ton of blocks you'd already seen, so it wouldn't be saving you any time. So, I'm willing to bet that if we head back, we'll probably find... I don't know why I'm putting torches down, doesn't matter that much. We'll probably actually find another little seam. Now, there are bigger seams than the ones that just have a couple of blocks and we found already. There's actually... there we go. Look, a 3. So there you go. That is how you want to find ancient debris. I think that pretty much demonstrates that's a good way of finding it. I've been relatively lucky on this stretch here, which is pretty good. Finding 6 in a turn is, in this quickly, usually isn't that good, but that's pretty much what you do. If you're down here, I imagine just a couple of, about 20 minutes. I'd be surprised if you didn't find enough to make, 1 ingot. Enough netherite, enough ancient debris and enough gold. And I would also say that given that it's more common than diamonds, I don't think you need to make as big a square. I don't think you need to cover as much ground. So I wouldn't mine in a straight line as far as you would if you were mining for diamonds in the overworld. Imagine the shape you're making as being a sort of smaller square. You just don't need to cover as wide a space. So, here we go. We'll just head back to where we started, and I think we'll probably... There we go. Probably get a little bit more before we do it. So there you go. That is how you find ancient debris. It's not that difficult, and honestly, the whole thing with the TNT method is, in my opinion, it's a little bit of a waste of time. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just that it doesn't really offer... it doesn't really offer any benefit. It's quick... if you already have a ton of TNT, but if you don't already have lots of TNT, you might as well just get down here and dig. It appears frequently enough that digging will just get you there. Now I'm just gonna try and find my way back. And if you want to know what to use the ancient debris for, check out my previous video on how to make netherite items, and that'll be useful to you. Thank you very much for watching, I hope that was useful. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!